Hey guys, today's video is completely different. This is not a Fangan content. This is not a Fangan Danganronpa content video. But this is a content and fandom that is still active and might I say never hated. The Bakugan community. If anyone who doesn't know what Bakugan is a game where you have a small marble toy that pops out in a unique dragons or monsters. I suggest you check out the game or the 4 seasons of the series from 2007 so you can get a better understanding of what Bakugan is. As for now, I always been in the Bakugan community, but not in the internet platform or anything. I'm a huge fan. It hasn't brought up since, life, work, high school, all those years. I've seen the second generation of Bakugan, but I enjoy the first generation, and today I made a fan-made concept video of my ideas for a fan-made Bakugan game. And yes, everything is scripted, and I doubt there's any upcoming Bakugan game. So let's start. So here is the title, Project Bakugan Battle Band, and here's the story. I want the game to have a story mode. The story talks about an upcoming brawler named Ella who wants to become a brawler, but doesn't have a partner. But then she finds a Bakugan that was buried underneath the sidewalk. It was a crystal-like Bakugan who apparently has It was a crystal-like dragon Bakugan who apparently has complete amnesia. No memory of what happened, no memory of the past, nor their existence. Ella decided to give the Bakugan a name, Diamondzar, since his rainbow crystals are like diamonds. She later found out that Diamondzar is a 6 attribute Bakugan that nobody had ever heard of. Luckily, Ella heard an announcement in the studio from Dan Kuso himself that he and his friends are hosting a worldwide tournament, stadiums all around the globe. The best of the best. Will Ella have a chance to join the Battle Brawlers? And will she recover Diamondzar's memory? And will Diamondzar have what it takes to find out who he is? That's not the complete story. Also, an unknown organization plans to corrupt and take over the Bakugans, and seeing Diamondzar, Ella and the rest of the brawlers need to expose them and stop them from what they're doing. The story gameplay, this idea is quite heavily inspired by the Bakugan Defender of the Core game. Sorry, my mouth is kind of fast and I had to stay quiet. This idea is quite heavily inspired by the Bakugan Defenders of the Core game. 7 different locations, meaning Ella, the character you play as, can walk around, but you can also interact with people and the objects too, like drinking some soda, sitting down, or even drawing on the board. You can also interact with the other characters. Remember how you're supposed to prepare for battle in the room in the first game? Now you can walk around and interact. Please note that every location has a unique different style. As you progress the story, you can unlock characters in the Bakugan, but that's not all. You can also get outfits for not only Ella, but also for the other brawlers, including that you select a brawler and a different Bakugan if you want your favorite character using your favorite Bakugan. The battle gameplay. Since this is inspired by Defenders of the Core, you can play as the Bakugan you choose to fight against your opponent. But that's not all. There's also Tag Team, where 2 Bakugans can fight against another 2, and Battle Royale. All 4 players go against each other. Using ability cards and fighting mechanisms, there's a total of 14 maps. 7 are locations, and 7 of them are the stadiums with different attributes, including free play mode, where you can do whatever you want with your Bakugans. However, there's one thing. In this concept, there are no Bakugans evolved. I'm going to explain that. The characters and their Bakugans. There are 16 brawlers to choose from. One of them is Ella, the character you play as in the story mode. But as for the rest, most of them are from the Season 1, and a few of them are from Season 2. Since I enjoyed them more, also, since the complete story has ended, the complete story of the series ended in 2012, it's been 14 years ago. So I think it's better to have the characters to age up, since it was a long time ago. But I think it's best to add 7 years since I don't know what it looks like with 14 years, but I think you might understand the picture. I wanted to make them look a bit similar but more grown. Not to mention different designs for their appearances. Aside from Ella, there are 15 other brawlers. Those are Dan, Chun-Li, Shun, Komba, Marucho, Claus, Alice, Ace, Keith, who is formerly known as Spectra, Bruno, Julio, Baron, Julie, Billy, and Mira. Next up are the Bakugans. Again, the reason why I decided not to have evolved Bakugans because since Defender of the Core had Bakugans who have 2 phases, it would be better to have other Bakugans to shine in the spotlight. We already got Demazar as the 6th attribute Bakugan, but for the rest, those are Drago, Fortress, Ingram, Harpus, Preyas, Cyranoid, Hydronoid, Percival, Helios, Tigrera, Tentacleer, Nemesis, Gorum, Cycloid, and Wilda. Surprisingly, I do want most of the Bakugans like Helios and Drago to have this same style in the Mectanium Surge season, while others like Preyas, who should have a different style or special designs added to them. And finally, we reach to the others. Now again, you can change your outfit and other brawlers' outfit, including switching up brawlers with other Bakugans. Also, another thing, things like characters who face harsh realities, like characters who are going through tough times, like going through a loss, comforting them with those who still have those hard times. Since, it's best to have characters who are relatable. I also want these to have LGBTQ topics, since surprisingly, the entire franchise has nothing involving the LGBTQ community. So that might be a good chance to add some, like the commonly known fanship of Drago X Helios. But do keep in mind that it has to be appropriate. Because again, since the characters deserve to be 7 years older, I do want to point out that some of them are still minors. So please be careful and please don't be a creep. I guess that's all I gotta say about my ideas. I hope you guys can share your thoughts and comments in the video, and hopefully I can respond to them. As for now, I want to thank you guys for watching and listening. I'll see you guys later. I want you guys to stay safe and be healthy.